Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now from the Eugene J. False and Lorraine False studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Christmas version of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty, Martin Falls, and Mike Marty.
Well, we got the best Marty in the house.
Best looking, that's for sure. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, you got it.
Look, I brought Mike Marty in the house, famous son of Rich Marty, who's famous son of somebody.
So I have a question, Mike. Who's a better special teams player, you or your dad?
I don't know. You might have been. You had to get triple teamed.
No, they didn't acknowledge special teams when I was playing.
That's true.
Right.
One year I had 32 tackles on special teams. That's pretty. That was a record at that time. But
they may still be a record.
You know what, Michael?
They didn't want to pay you.
That you played in the Saints uniform. You like the poor man Steve Gleason.
That's right.
To never get impact on a game. Whenever you block anything, the Saints fans embrace that. So
they do.
I can tell you what. You made a lot more money than I did. I made $24,000.
You mean he made more than 200 a week?
250.
Yeah, back in the day. Huh? Now, Mike's been blowing up my phone every week. Says, Martin, look, how can I get up there with my dad? And I said, well, we have to start you by announcing the crowd. Can you handle the names in South Louisiana? So we're going to see if he can handle it.
We'll find out here.
Mike, are you ready?
Let's go. Let's do it. So when I announce the table, everybody at the table, give me one clap, right?
Yeah.
Alfred and Associates, give me one clap. Let's try that again. Give me one clap.
All right, let's stop at that table because I want to get a shot. Because Anthony, where's Anthony? Anthony, stand on that chair.
5 years old.
It's Anthony's birthday.
Yeah, Anthony, happy birthday.
Anthony, stand up. Wave to the crowd.
Hey, so Anthony, make sure you get 2 presents. It's not on Christmas Day. Make sure you get 2 presents. Don't let him combine your Christmas and your birthday.
Don't let him
presents.
cheap you out,
gotta
buddy.
Get 2 presents.
Hey, Bobby, give me a version of Happy Birthday, Anthony.
No, please.
You want to do it? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You can smile, Anthony.
Happy birthday, little Anthony. Happy birthday to you.
Make him cry, baby.
Hey, welcome to the Mafia. Welcome to the Mafia. All right, Mike, I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was super
PTSD
right
from that, Bobby. Here we go. Might need some help. St. Martin and Bork.
Bork, you were close.
Bork.
That's
Here we go. Give me one clap.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
St. Martin and Bork. One more clap.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. We're awake. Rouses. I know that one.
Rouses.
Rouses. Give me one more for Rouses.
James, you can't move your hands over your shoulder anymore? All right, right here.
Here we go. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
Yay. All right, they're in the house.
Give me one more for Terrebonne.
All right.
All right. All right, I'm going to need help with this gang of torts.
Sound like Ed White.
How about Jen Gators?
Jen Gators.
Yeah. You were close. You were close.
Give me one for Jen Gators.
All right.
There we go. Crosby Tugs.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's stop there for a second because we got some famous people up there in the music world.
Famous musicians.
That's the 2 of the Duesenberries are sitting here, and one of them's married to the Duesenberry, but she's a big band director in the area. Y'all raise your hands so they can see y'all. And we're, look at CJ. I didn't know you were in the Duesenberry family, but you are now, buddy. You are now. I love CJ, man. He pumps me up. All right, y'all right?
All right, here we go. Where are we at? Barker Honda.
Barker, give it up.
Give me one more Barker Honda.
So where's Lester?
He's in the Bahamas.
South Louisiana Bank.
Jet set.
Yeah.
Here we go.
They over there at the other table.
One more for the bank.
We moved everybody around today, all right?
Here we go. Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
And they are off today. Lucky holidays for them. All right.
Checks out. Terrebonne Parish School District.
All right, we moved them up. We moved everybody up in the front. So just to look at Harry back there. He's holding it down back there. So we moved.
Let's give Harry McCollum a clap.
Yeah, there we go.
He's so talented. If you only knew.
I'll finish. We got HTV back there. We got Grand House Shipyards that they took the day off. The airport did also. Look at Explore Houma. They always.
There you go. They might. You got to give them some.
They are vying.
They the most liveliest crowd every week. They ain't no humble people at that.
They good. But I tell you what though, Alfred and Associates is steady too. They come.
Alfred and Associates. Yeah.
All right. So we got Terrebonne Economic Development Authority. Now read the first letter of each one. That's what we call them.
TEDA. TEDA.
Tita. I tell you what, you got potential. He's working good.
I'm coachable.
All right, right here.
Headache and pain.
All right, they doing operations right before.
2 for them. I need all that.
And then South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority. I wasn't going to give you that one. That's a big one. And then we got the retired coaches, but Coach Albert's right here up in the front.
There we go.
Hey, Mike, this man right here won 112 games in a row in girls softball. But not only that, 4-sport letterman in basketball at Nicholls State University. Right here, Bob.
Athlete.
Wow. Whoa. Raise your hand, Coach. Hey, when he coaches at Vanderbilt, they all called him Pop Gun.
If you're a 4-sport letterman, you're up for the Heisman.
Well, there's a 4-sport letterman in basketball, but he was shooting 3-point shots before there were any 3-point shots.
So he was the Steph Curry of the Bayou.
He was, no doubt about it. He was big time. All right?
All right. Post family.
And I got my cousin Francis back there, my sister Myrna.
Basketball background.
And they are back here today. All right, so
Martin, what about quality tools too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we miss Quan?
Yeah.
Oh, they hiding over there. Jack, stand up, Jack.
There you go.
Just stand up, Jack.
Yeah. Here we go. Forget about you. All right.
Oh, wait. Let me give my crew a chance.
Get more than one
I'm
clap.
so sorry. Jack is so quiet sometimes that, but we thank them. I'm glad y'all keeping me on my toes here, right?
Yeah, well, no, he stood up, being acknowledged like a politician. That's good.
All right. Did we miss anybody else? Hey, Anthony, how you doing over there on your birthday? Everything good?
He's hanging with Stephanie
All right.
Hebert.
We're gonna go.
I told him happy birthday. I think he's horrified.
I think he's traumatized. Yeah,
So
we
what
need
else?
to
Well,
see
hey,
somebody
he's
about
got something
that.
to hang his hat on.
wouldn't be?
Now, as we go to the break, I want to bring back a show that happened about in 1972. And it involved Timmy's mom and dad, Wilma and Gene Duesenberry, and Michelle's grandparents. So Timmy and Michelle, I want y'all to look at this monitor, Karen. You're going to
1972.
appreciate
Think
this
about
too.
that.
And we're going to go to the break
Graduated high school.
with
That's
Miss
right after
Wilma,
Woodstock.
Mr. Gene, and the Duesenberry Singers, world famous. Here we go to the break.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope we can be here with you again next year. I'd like to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But I think that the children can do it better.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
The farther I went, the more people I seen, all my heroes. Staubach, Drew Pearson, Terry Bradshaw. I kicked the extra point. I kicked off. I ran punch back. I ran kicks back. I played safety. When I met Martin Falls, it was called Park. He was playing with the Rebels, and I was playing with the Tigers. Those teams back then was like, whoa, you know? In fact, we played against each other through our whole career. And we're the best of friends still today. They still can pull Skippy Ezel up and recall his past, what he did in life. I wish I'd had HTV to support me when I was at South Turbo.
Ezel throws a great pass. It was one-on-one coverage. And Jerry Gordon, with his great speed, is very hard to cover one-on-one.
I want to thank HTV for keeping Skippy Ezel in the lights.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our Saints segment. And, man, you saw the difference between a really good football team last night and a sorry-ass football team last night. The Saints were sorry, and they just got beat up. Didn't get beat. They got beat up last night.
They just didn't show up. I mean, it's just embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, there's still one game left. And, you get paid professional.
We got the Raiders.
Oh, 2 games. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we can upset Tampa Bay and spoil them, but we might not want to do that because we don't want the Falcons possibly to be in the postseason. I know we don't want Atlanta and New Orleans in the Super Bowl. I don't think that would happen.
I think Tampa's going to take it.
Yeah,
I think Tampa will.
Tampa's got
Jaden Daniels is going to take care of the Falcons this coming week.
Yeah, he's playing unbelievable.
Man,
that was embarrassing. We've really been embarrassed in prime time when you look at it. Now think about this. I don't know if we could play any Monday night games or Sunday night next year. We're not.
You might be forced
to be in the noon slot.
Don't you have to score to win? I don't know. We don't. But we've been outscored. You look at the Chiefs on Monday night, Sean Payton and the Broncos Thursday night, now the Packers. We've been outscored 93-23 in primetime games.
Ouch.
93-23. No, it's embarrassing. And then when you look at it, I mean, okay, we all remember Coach Ditka, right? The Bears. Who doesn't love Coach Ditka? He was unbelievable in 1985 Chicago Bears. Well, when you look at this, Mike Ditka came into mind. We were on the radio. I'm like, how am I going to do a post-game show? You know, pulling teeth. You have to drink. I mean, I don't know how you cannot do the show till 1 a.m. We're doing this till 1 a.m. How in the hell are we going to talk about the Saints getting whooped? Well, when you look at what happened, we didn't score in the first half now for consecutive games. You know, it's the first time since 1997 the Saints have not scored in the first half in consecutive games. Guess who's the coach? Mike Ditka. So I'm telling you, it's buried. And I'm optimist. I'm not a pessimist. But I can tell you right now, the glass is half empty. It ain't no damn half full.
I
you
think
got to
a lot
blow
less
this up.
than half
Not
empty.
tweak this, tweak that. Ain't nothing tweaking nothing. The Sean Payton, Drew Brees days, it's over. It's over. And you got to accept that. Can Mickey Loomis accept that?
Okay, we're going to go to the highlights. This isn't Saints highlights. This is Packers highlights.
We have no highlights.
Into that deal. But viewer discretion is advised. That's correct. Now, Jordan Love, and man, last night you saw him at his best. He was razor sharp. And a lot of that was second and third reads he was going to. He knew exactly where to go with the football.
They were so confident. They were going for it. 4th and 1, 4th and 3, 4th and 5. We're just going to go for it. If you look at it, I mean, here they were. If you look on Mike on 3rd or 4th down, Mike, they were 4 for 4 on 4th down. And then it was like 60%.
It was like a video game. But, man, the acquisition of Josh Jacobs, and you think about Xavier McKinney on defense, gives them a legitimate shot to be back here in New Orleans for Super Bowl Sunday. That's how good they are.
I think so. They're dangerous.
That's a Super Bowl team.
But the Vikings are right there, the Lions and all that. But watch out for the Packers.
They got to get through the Eagles,
Okay,
I think.
did you see this brain fart?
Well,
but he's like parting the Red Sea. Here's Spencer Rattler. All of a sudden, I'm going to do this and just drop the ball.
You know, the quarterback's got to develop, but you got to control the ball. You can't lose control of the ball.
No, they know you're going to throw it, okay, because your running game was non-existent last night. Wasn't there at all. And then again, every time he went to throw, you could see they were confusing him with a lot of different looks downfield. We're trying to confuse the rookie. Yeah. He ain't playing the Commanders.
Now, that play shows his
that was a big-time throw.
That was a nice throw.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was.
But you got to protect him. I mean, he's running for his life.
But then he throws a pig the next play.
Yeah, that's a rookie throw.
You got to watch that corner sloughing off. You got to hit the flat.
You get away with it once, but you can't. You ain't getting away with it twice. But the reality is their best players aren't on the field. And when their best players are on the sideline, the guys that you pay that are supposed to be out there, and this is what the product that you're going to get.
Did you see Jordan Love make one bad throw last night?
No, he's dialed in.
Think of that. Not one bad throw.
Yeah.
I mean, he just lit them up. And again, they could have named the score, to be honest with you.
The humble Aaron Rodgers, boy, you let the Packers win the Super Bowl without him. Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was you. Maybe it was you.
They've done some incredible planning, which I don't see from the Saints. You know what's unbelievable?
They had a long-term plan.
Mark Murphy, who just retired.
Murphy.
I played with Mark in Washington. Genius. I mean, the guy is a smart guy.
And they don't have an owner, but he runs the show. He's not the GM, but the president of Mark Murphy.
You got to give Gutekunst a lot of credit too. He picked all those players. And he had to make that decision. Aaron, man, thank you, but you got to go. We've got enough of you and your foolishness. We got to go.
Yeah.
And I think they made the right choice.
But you got both quarterbacks that can play the same system. You don't have a dual threat behind them to where you got to change the whole offense now if the starter goes down, which is what you see last night. That offense takes the whole training camp to get developed and put in, right? Someone threw a flag.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Oh, there we go.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. I'm going to throw it to the Hall of Famer. H, you got it, brother.
Thank you, man. We're going to talk to Michael Marty. We got him in
Here we go.
He's going to get more airtime than his dad. For
Well, that wouldn't take a lot, yeah.
Hey, but let's catch up. Okay, so Mandeville High School, stud, go to Penn State.
Yep.
Years there, drafted by the Vikings.
Drafted
and of
Vikings.
course, a big night. I remember the Thursday night in the Dome when you blocked the punt. Bobby was alluding to earlier. So, what about your career? I know it ended because of injury at the end, but you got to be pretty fired up about the way the whole thing ended.
Yeah, I got to play 5 years in the NFL. I got to live the dream. I got to come back and play for the Saints. Was special teams captain here. 2018 was my last year. Minnesota Miracle. Back in Minnesota where I started my career. This is a bittersweet deal. But if you'd have told me after 3 ACLs coming out of college as an All-American linebacker, I was going to play 5 years, on my knees, I'd have kissed your feet, man.
Yeah.
So I got to live the dream.
Yeah, and a lot of guys grow up following their dads, but a lot of guys don't do what their dads did,
I was just too stubborn to quit. That was it.
Pretty awesome. Also a track guy in high school, so he had big track.
Well, and you look, they know the Marty name at Penn State, Happy Valley.
Well, that's where I was.
But they might know more Michael than Rich. No one. I think
non-lacrosse.
Because what have you done for me lately, and then obviously your involvement with Penn State now.
Yeah, and I couldn't find enough people to pay off to get my name out there. So that was one of the bigger reasons.
But Mike, why, man, I got great respect for you. Y'all had a bad situation happen, and a lot of your team could have left.
With Joe Paterno.
Because of the Paterno situation. But you were part of the catalyst there. You kept that team together when you could have went somewhere else. Didn't even have to sit out back then. You could have just left.
That was the rule. It was really worse than the death penalty that the NCAA gave us.
Oh, yeah.
Like on Saturday, we played SMU. I was calling it the death penalty bowl because we had it worse than SMU.
Yeah.
Like we could transfer, not sit out, and the other schools could take above 85 and take a Penn State guy and go above the scholarship limit. So I had a list one morning at the day after the sanctions. I had 46 guys were transferring out of our team. We wouldn't have had to field a team. So keeping that together we had Bill O'Brien and like leadership there. But yeah, we saw the whole portal thing 10 years ago, 12 years ago before the portal. So and I turned down bags of cash and planes and all that. You did? To do the right thing.
Tell me that. You must not have broke him that.
I didn't know that.
I'm kicking myself.
You're working with Penn State now, right?
So I'm back at Penn State. I came back and working with our new athletic director, Pat Kraft, who I think is one of the best athletic directors in the country. Not a job I'd want to do right now in the landscape of college athletics. Just given the landscape, there's no rules, there's no timelines, there's free agency, there's tampering going on. The way the money's flying around. But it's good to be back at Penn State where it started. And
gotten a lot of money. They got about 60,000 students every year, all of those alumni from Pennsylvania. It's got to be a good spot to be in for that.
It's a great spot to be in. It's a special place. There's a huge alumni base. Getting that alignment, I think, has been the key.
So, Michael, I'm going to put you in the spot before we get flagged. We got a few seconds. That Coach Franklin, you got to win the big game. He's been a consistent winner.
Play Boise State.
But, can you beat Ohio State or like Michigan? And then not like Boise State? No. You have to win that game.
Have to. I mean, historically, he's won the games that he should win.
Right.
So it's almost better we lost to Oregon in the Big Ten. We got a better draw now. I don't know if SMU should have even been in the playoff. I think there's an argument
SMU,
for that.
Boise State, you might be in the Final Four.
We got a good chance.
It should be.
The road will be real easy. Just beat them.
It'll be easy.
And so it was nice. Mike, thanks so much.
Right.
We'll be back with more sports.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
GenGators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the GenGators, where we sink our teeth in the service.
Structural heart disease refers to a defect in the heart's valves, walls, or chambers that keeps the heart from pumping blood properly. Valve or structural heart problems may be present at birth or develop over time. Your risk increases if you have high blood pressure, plaque buildup, history of heart attack, take certain medications, or have certain heart infections. The Structural Heart Program at CIS and Terrebonne General provides innovative solutions and devices with the latest technology to bring the best possible outcomes for patients. Learn more at cardio.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, this is our LSU segment, as LSU got a bowl game going up against Baylor. Think about Baylor and their head coach, Dave Aranda. He's a defensive-oriented coach, but what they're known for, their offense. Man, they can put some points up on the board. Last 6 games, they have scored over 30 points in every game. And so all those guys are playing in this game. There's no opt-outs for Baylor. That's gonna be a tough test for LSU.
Mike, now because you do sports talk every day and all that, and it's amazing all the shows you've done. And you think like LSU's in a bowl game. Let's talk about the bowl game between LSU and Baylor. What do people want to talk about?
No, the transfer portal more than anything.
Okay, we playing Baylor. That doesn't. They put that on the wayside. They want to know about what players for the future. Mike, we did a show at Rouse's and we're everywhere, and it's like, oh, Baylor. Oh, we're not in the playoffs. I don't want to talk about that. No, it's amazing how we spoiled LSU fans, because once you win national championships and all that, are you in the hunt? Are you in the postseason? And we playing Baylor. Okay, I'm going to watch it, and hopefully, we have success. But they want to know the future. They want to know what players are.
If you're not in the final 12, the third season is transfer portal season. And Mike, you going through it not only in the final 12 and win a game, but now you're in the midst of all this transfer portal stuff. As a head coach, can you imagine having to do that? It's high school recruiting, keeping your own guy, transfer, and getting ready for a bowl game.
Literally, that's what's going on at Penn State right now. Walk in the facility, you got a recruiting dinner going on. You got guys coming in, portal visits, transfer visits. You're evaluating, and you're trying to prepare for the next week. And most of these teams that are playing, there's some teams like Boise's paying their roster just to practice because they're going to get picked apart by all these other schools. Like the amount of tampering going on.
Paying them to practice?
They're paying them just to get through. But we had our backup quarterback just transferred out of Penn State.
So
and
you're
in the middle of a playoff run.
You don't have the depth and the stability because it is truly the Wild Wild West. It's like all of a sudden, we're in the playoffs, but I'm going somewhere else, so I'm not going to be available. No, it's like crazy. Now, what about team loyalty? Let me tell you, human nature. You know what's loyalty? This.
Money talks.
I'm telling you.
Money talks.
You look at a lot of these players, and I'm telling you, you might think, oh, they got to, I don't know, I'm not a Gen Z and all that, but I know what all these young players think. They thinking about maybe themselves, their family, and the future. You might say, well, what about team concept? Yeah, that's lanyard. They want to take care of themselves and maybe be a part of that.
What about a degree? What the hell happened to that? I mean, what's the percentage that go into the pros?
That's on the back burner.
They might get $500,000 or something, but that's not a lot of money to run a family.
In today's world, how long that's going to last you?
No, but they look at it, I'm going to make no money now. I could always come back and get a degree. Shaquille O'Neal did that, Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, but you opened up the floodgates. I hate college football the way it is today, but I don't know if you could go back to the way
you can't. It's not going to happen.
They won't win in court. The antitrust lawsuit, they will not win. That's why it's to be collectively bargained between the players and the NCAA if they're a part of it. No, because they won't win in court if they challenge the players.
No, they tried that. They lost every court case.
If you're 18 years old and you can vote and go to war, why can you not make a living? I'm a capitalist. Are y'all a capitalist? I mean, ain't no for socialism.
The first thing they did do is get rid of the NCAA. Let them just do minor sports. Get them out of football.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Damn it. Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. As Michael made obviously the entire community on the North Shore proud when he went out to Penn State, did what he did, All-American, and coming back with the Saints. We're proud of our local products, too. Some of them have had really good seasons. Let's take a look at the Bayou region kids who are playing at the next level. As we are deep into the holiday season, that also means that football is coming to an end. Let's take a look at how some of our stellar athletes from the Bayou region have done on the next level this year. We have 3 Bayou region products on the pro level this year. First, there's Mason Smith, a 2020 graduate of Terrebonne High School. Mason was a second-round draft choice of the Jaguars earlier this year. He's played in 9 of the Jaguars' 15 games this season. He has 14 total tackles with 2 sacks and had his best game this past Sunday with 3 tackles and a sack against the Raiders. 2017 Thibodeau High graduate Amik Robinson is the starter at the nickel position for Detroit. He has 43 tackles, 4 for losses, and 2 forced fumbles for the hot Detroit Lions. Also in the NFL is 2016 Ellender Memorial High School graduate Tay Martin. After spending 3 years on the practice squad for the 49ers, Tay was picked up by the Titans, where he has spent his year on that team's practice squad. Before Pro Ball, Tay was an all Big 12 conference player at Oklahoma State. On the collegiate level, Ja'Kai Douglas, a 2019 graduate of Terrebonne High, had a great year for Florida State. He led the Seminoles in receptions with 32 for 519 yards and 4 touchdowns. In his career in Tallahassee, he had 77 receptions for 1,256 yards and 11 touchdowns. Ja'Kai is now out of eligibility on the college level. Kyron Lacey, also a senior at LSU, is a 2020 graduate of Thibodeau High School. This past year, Kyron had 58 catches for 866 yards and 9 touchdowns. In his 3 years at LSU, he had 82 receptions for 1,692 yards and 16 touchdowns. He will not be playing in the Texas Bowl when LSU takes on Baylor later this week, but he has committed to the Senior Bowl in late January. One guy many forget about is 2021 graduate Chavez Brown of Terrebonne High School. Chavez went to Butler Community College for 2 years as a wide receiver, transferring to North Texas State. At North Texas, he initially began his career as a wide receiver, but then shifted to linebacker. In this, his senior year, he had a stellar season with 41 tackles, 7 for loss, 4 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery. Chavez will be playing in the 2025 Serpro Responder Bowl in Dallas against Texas State on January 3rd, and just found out he has 2 more years of eligibility. Because he played 2 years of junior college football, it will not count against his 4 years at a 4-year school, meaning he has 2 more years of eligibility on the collegiate level. That's right, folks. Go to a junior college and you could play 6 years of college football. A little more locally, we had 2 forces from the Bayou region on the Nicholls State defense. First, 2022 graduate of E.D. White High School, Ethan Lee, had a great year in the defensive backfield for the Colonels. The safety had 48 tackles, multiple pass breakups, a sack, and 3 tackles for losses for the Colonels. Also having a terrific year for Nicholls State was 2022 graduate of Vanderbilt Catholic Alex Villavaso. The defensive tackle had 48 tackles on the year and 5 sacks for the Colonels. Both Ethan and Alex will be back for their senior campaigns next year. Obviously, we're very proud of those kids in the area and what they are doing. We wish the best to all of them that are finished, and those coming back, as we mentioned, with the junior college situation, you could pretty much play till you're 30 years old in college football. Now, I do want to mention this too, proud of a hometown product. Jamie Pizzolato's in the audience. Jamie was a terrific coach, not only at Nicholls, but at St. Thomas, down at Miami, the University of Miami in baseball, and now is instrumental with Scott Boras. And he is a local product and does a great job, and we're proud to have him here. It's great to talk baseball with him.
All right.
Thanks, Jamie, for all you do.
Stan, what you brought up about Tay going, okay, he finished at Oklahoma State, and I've told him this before. He's the only guy that I can think of when he left high school, he didn't go to Oklahoma State. He went to Washington State. Okay, how many people from the Bayou end up at Washington State
in Pullman,
to play
Washington?
football?
Not only that, I got to meet Mike Leach walking the halls of Ellender High School.
Yep.
Just came down to see Tay Martin.
Mike Leach, he's the modern-day pirate, and God rest his soul. So
No, listen, and Tay has stuck around.
He
He's
sure
kinda
has.
sticking around. We wish he would be active, but it's not happened. But probably out of all of those, Amik is probably the most productive, doing a good job for Detroit, and Detroit's really good. So maybe we have somebody in the Super Bowl this year.
He's got a shot, man, if they can stay healthy. I think it'll be either them or Green Bay that'll play in there. Now, the Eagles, man, they dysfunctional.
They are, but they keep scoring more points than everybody. They run the ball. Saquon's having a heck of a year. They got Juju. It's that magic ingredient this time of year. They got
And it's
Juju.
that's
going.
exactly. It's the teams that are doing this. Who's playing the best ball the last 3 or 4 games of the season?
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish powder you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. This is our What's Up Chuck segment. Chuck Bork, but Chuck's not here today. Martin, you got
Chuck's on sabbatical. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're going to give more prizes today because you came on Christmas Eve. Bob even gave me his give back and said, give it to the crowd. How about that?
Yes, you got to be in it to win it. And if you showed up on Christmas Eve, you get more prizes. This is The Price is Right with Martin Paul.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you for acknowledging. That's why I wore a jacket today. Kevin Champon is in the house. He's one of our council leaders in Terrebonne. Y'all give him a round of applause. Kevin, also a heck of a soccer coach.
But Martin, you look at Chuck, Chuck, would he be politically correct or say the right thing because he's from Louisiana, but his money goes to TCU? You know, TCU is playing UL.
I know.
Okay, now I want to know, Chuck. Okay, I wish Chuck, I'd put him on the spot. Who you cheering for?
Come on, you know who he's cheering for.
TCU. But I know one thing. As much money as he's made in being a top-notch attorney over the years, he never had a suit like this, Pop. Mike's going to ask a question today. Wait.
Mike, you paid for that suit?
Yeah, I did.
Just checking.
Why, you want it?
No, I thought...
He'd wear it.
Who would buy that?
It might be a little tight on you.
Hey, Martin, I still have
my white one.
I still have that green jacket. Yeah. Remember that mustard green or whatever you call it?
I'm sure glad you took it.
Wait, we should do that the last show. We should do jackets because I have the other one.
I got to go get it taken in.
Yeah, because it's too big for you now.
Let me warn you. Now that we have 2 minutes left in the segment, Mike, you got a question?
I got a question relevant to the college sports. Do you think Bill Belichick going to UNC with his 400-page manifesto is going to work out?
Well, I think because the game is different, he's not going to recruit in the house, in the household. But I think you look at, and I'm a nostalgic kind of guy. You look at his dad in the mid-'50s at North Carolina, is probably his greatest player ever that he coached. Went to UNC Tar Heel, Lawrence Taylor. So I think that all comes into play. But I think he's going to run it and sell it like, you come to North Carolina, I can get you in the NFL.
You'll be ready when you leave.
I know. You'll be ready for the NFL. I know the winning formula. So don't count out North Carolina. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not like, oh, no way, he won't belt. It's not going to work out. I think it has a chance.
Short term it will, long term it won't.
Long term. I think 2 years. For the next 2 years,
you'll have a 2-year run, and then that's after.
I still think 1 or 2 years after North Carolina, he still wants to beat Don Shula. He needs 14 more wins to surpass Don Shula to be the all-time winningest coach in the NFL. I still think he wants to not give up the ghost. And the reason why, well, he's always like, he's kind of like Mac Brown, who just retired. They're 72, 73. You look at Coach Saban, but he got that young girlfriend.
That's what I was about to say.
He got that young girlfriend that's going to keep him young. I'm telling you, North Carolina NFL.
I didn't like Bill Belichick till I saw that girlfriend. I said, I'm a Bill Belichick.
No, I'm telling you. What was that card they made? She was dressed like a mermaid and all, and he caught her out the ocean. You know the one I'm talking. You know what I'm talking?
No, that was a tuna commercial.
No, it was like no.
Sorry, Charlie.
No, that will keep him young. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
So even though he's 72, 73, he's really like early 60s. What? Yes, Viagra, greatest invention ever.
All right, 10 seconds.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coaches don't age though.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our Stay to Play segment. Martin, you got it.
All right, I've been promising CJ knocking a chance all year, and he finally got off of school. He runs that whole talk area. He's like the king over there. He was a Mardi Gras Grand Marshal. CJ, are you ready to pick some winners?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like your enthusiasm, CJ.
Yeah.
That's why you are king.
Here we go. Give me one clap for CJ.
Yeah. Give me that number, CJ. Let's see who you pick. And while I'm reading this one, you can pick the next one.
Clay.
Clay? He called his daddy's name. It don't work like that, partner. 028026.
Well, there we go.
Come on up.
I got a winner.
Come on up. Come on up. Pick another one, CJ.
Let's see.
Yeah, that looks like a winner right there.
Daddy?
Kid's got a sense of humor. 028034.
Missed by one.
That is him. Is that you?
Yeah.
That is him.
Karma.
Karma.
Are you serious? What's the chances of that?
What are the odds? What are the odds of that happening? No. Everybody says more than
Christmas magic right there.
This is unbelievable.
No, that.
All right, Clay.
That's too much of coincidence.
Hey, you just made your daddy $100 richer.
There we go.
That is crazy.
Clay, I think you ought to give him $50 out of that.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 minutes left. Here we go. Pick another one.
Here we go.
It's another 100. By the way, these are Cypress Stop certificates. Priscilla, you know the owner over there, right?
Yeah.
And Anthony, little Anthony, helped them with the Christmas trees this year. He's the heir apparent to that whole enterprise over there.
Here we go. I'm going to read the next one. Here we go. 028030. I missed by 1. Here we go.
Hey, Dave Reevy. Dave, another great Nichols baseball player. $100 on your way back home, fill up.
Here we go.
All right. Now, Bobby Hebert gave his present back. And look, when you give a present back, sometimes you look.
I don't have to. I can re-gift it. Somebody re-gifts it.
What do you re-gift it for? Good reason.
Not crap, but I get
this was $100 to Cypress Stop. And this one's $100 to the Cajun Meat Market. We're going to do Cypress Stop first. All right, here we go. Don't say daddy.
Damn.
Read it. I'm losing my voice.
Here we go. 028063.
All right. Rich, hand that to him, Rich. All right. That's a good deal. All right, 52 seconds left. And I'm on the hot clock here. Got 48 seconds. One more. This is 100 to Cajun Meat Market. Very good.
This one's me. This one's point at me for this one. All right, good.
Go ahead and read it, Mike.
Here we go. 028053.
Ooh, missed it by 4 that time. Close.
05.
There we go. Who got it? Karen?
Bass player.
Here, Timmy.
Go.
I got 20 seconds to hand this to somebody.
Here we go. Pass it down.
Come on, Timmy. Come get it. By the way, those two, they're in the band with us. It's called the Canebrake. Karen's in the band, too, and she's a great band director. Once again, that's some musical talent at that table. So 5, 4, 3, 2.
I hope they're not vegetarian.
We're going to the break.
Coming up, a look at next week's game. When it comes to marine towing, Crosby Tugs has over 40 years of experience. We have the know-how to safely assist ships into and out of their berths, escort oil tankers quickly and safely, tow ships, respond to fuel spills, and work in extreme conditions. Founded in 1977 by Vinton and Kurt Crosby, we are one of the largest privately owned marine transportation businesses in the industry. If it's on the water, let Crosby be your transporter.
When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou, finishing it up. Martin, got the last say, brother.
All right, I'm losing my voice, but I'm hanging it. First of all, I want to thank all the sponsors who make this show possible. Give yourselves a hand for what y'all do for this community. Without you, we would not have a show, so we appreciate everything you're doing. It's good to see the younger people like Anthony and all that. They could be running the show in about 15 years, Bobby, so.
Hey, I love doing this show. I'll do this till they run me off or I die.
We're going to call it
I'm just telling you.
We're going to call it a variety show next year because the football's getting further and further down the
I do want to thank my crew. They work feverishly. Got some out here, some behind the green
really.
screen.
Yeah.
And I want to thank all the hosts, all of you guys and people in the audience and standing there by Harry for what y'all bring to the show. And people see y'all as like, Bobby, they see you here, and now they see Rich here. Rich used to say he was down here and Bobby was here. Rich, you equal to anybody, brother. Everybody.
Well, Rich is better looking than me. I mean, look, I look like
I have hair under my arms. That's all you're jealous about.
Don't have him take his shirt off.
I've never shaved under my arms. Look, no hair.
My God, you never know what's going to happen on this program.
I'm like a lizard.
But thank y'all for what y'all bring. And, I sent Coach O a text this morning because I saw him at the Edie White game and the way he was working with the people and talking. And Bobby, I've seen you do it, Rich, and you cannot forget where you come from.
Amen. That's the bottom line. You got to know where you came from. I love it that I'm from Circumcised City, cut off Louisiana.
That's right.
I mean, I
can never forget
I love it. I love it.
And Mike, good to see you again, too.
Mandeville, North Shore. Here we go.
I'm going to be watching Penn State. I'm pulling for Penn State or Notre Dame. Not going to lie, I'm a big Notre Dame person from as a kid.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But I'm pulling for Penn State, too.
We could add a little Penn State segment to the show.
Hey,
now.
Mike,
Tell everybody. Right now it's good.
I've been telling this to Bobby. There is another Taysom Hill out there. Tyler Warren, the tight end, running back, fullback, plays quarterback, even has been a deep snapper, played on special teams.
He's punted. I think he should have been in the Heisman. He should have at least been in New York. He's the reason that we're giving the ball
where they're at today.
But with a minute left, I want to make sure we thank the most important person for making this possible, and that's God.
Amen.
So
there's a reason for this season.
That's right.
That's it.
So tomorrow,
Jesus.
Tomorrow, enjoy
Whether you
your
like
family,
it or not, that's a
enjoy
reason for the
everybody.
season.
And we love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Jesus
Good to
is
see
real.
these old faces back in the crowd. Thank y'all very much for coming.
Merry Christmas.
On Christmas Eve, give yourselves a hand.
Who that?
We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
We're going to beat the Raiders.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.